She was like, ladies, I know he's fine and everything, but this is my man, so back off. I was like, Jesus. Now I'm breathing. Hey everybody, and welcome to part 3. So I have been asking, do you want me to cut it up or make it in one full video? But majority wins, and majority says do it part until it finish, which won't be dragging the entire thing out. I'm going to see if I can, make it as detailed and as brief as possible. If you haven't watched part 1, if you haven't watched part 2 as yet, I will be leaving that in the description box and in the pinned comment. So without me talking any further, let us get straight into my business. So the last thing that I spoke about was when, I was surprised that she was wondering why I haven't sent her a message as yet. I was like, oh my gosh, you can't wait. You couldn't, you were wondering why I haven't messaged you already. So that's how I knew that, she had interest. Anyways, we talked, and from I got her number, we'd talk every day, we would text every day, and if a day goes by and we don't hear from each other, she would call or she would text and let me know what's up, or I would do the same. No, this is when I saw this as, her, showing me that she's really, really interested, because this is probably going to go somewhere. Sometimes, we had some little, we spoke about pet peeves, we spoke about likes and dislikes, we talk about all of that. Don't talk like children, like what's your favorite color or this and that. When you are trying to get to know someone, it's not necessary to ask their favorite color. Some things you can just observe. You don't necessarily have to ask these questions. And while you want to build a connection, and while you want to, get to know more about the person instantly, it won't happen like that just in a snap. No, she actually invited me to go places with her, and we were planning dates and how we wanted to go on dates, and all of them lovely stuff there. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is looking good. Anyways, for some reason, so I saw this post on Facebook today, and I decided that I had to drop it in because it is just the hard, plain truth. So a lot of y'all have been commenting and saying good luck with this girl, or you find your wife, you find your soulmate, this and that. Where to get that from? Finish listening to the story first before I jump to conclusion. But this is what happened next. So we were planning to go on dates, and everything so nice and everything sound alright. Spoke about the future. We spoke about my work, what she wanted to do. We spoke about our future plans, not to prove compatibility or anything like that, but to get to know each other better. Told me what she wanted, and I was like, okay then, fair enough, because I believe everybody must have a standard. Men must have standards, women must have standards. But one thing I always want to say, never be unrealistic. Certain trait that you are looking for in someone, ensure that you are able to give that too. So because people love reciprocated energy, and if you can't do that, then at some point they will feel left out or feel as if they're in it all alone. So don't set unrealistic goals or unrealistic standards just because you want to say, oh, I'm not gonna have nobody play with me, or I'm not gonna have nobody feel as if me walk over. You get what I say? Don't set unrealistic goals, don't set unrealistic standards. You are human, and we are still growing. We grow every day. We have a lot to learn. We're supposed to learn something new every day. You can't force someone to do something that they don't want to do. I really don't ask for much. I just love reciprocated energy, love communication, I love transparency. And I always say this, if you are transparent with me, that's all I need, to be honest, because then communication flows, everything flows once you are transparent, because there's nothing being hidden, so it's just a free flow. You get what I'm saying? Transparency, the best. We were talking, and she was talking about her family miscommunication or misinterpretation, but the way how she was speaking, it was as if, if the people closest to me don't like the person that I'm dating, I don't see myself dating that person, or having a life with that person. And that raised an eyebrow. I wish I could do it now. that raised an eyebrow. We can value the opinion of people around us. It doesn't mean that we should take their opinion and apply to our lives. And if they don't like someone that we are dating, we scrap the person. And that's not the case why we stop talking. That's not the case why things didn't work out. I'm going to tell you that in a few. But I'm saying that to say, don't allow the people around you, don't value opinions so much that you will miss out on opportunities that are actually destined for you. So I would say something like, really? That's kind of touchy, because before I continue there, let me push up back a bit. When we just started talking and I mentioned that, I would like to take you out on a date and everything, she was like, whoa, and I can't play the voice note, of course. I don't get why I can't do it. But in the voice note, she said that, she just came out of a relationship. So if I asked back then, it would have been a no-no. I wouldn't have known, I would have probably thought that, she just don't like me, she's just not interested. But that's why I'm saying this to say, trust your gut feeling, trust God, and believe, when you feel a certain type of way, it's just what it is. Don't force it, don't rush it, and nothing happens before the right time. Nothing at all happened before the right time. And that was why when everybody pushed me up and I said, Frith, go get our number, Ryan, go get our number, go talk to the girl, I just never feel it. And you guys can remember when I was saying that, I believe in part 2, and I think part 1 and 2. And I was saying, no, I don't feel like doing it right now, because I just don't feel like doing it right now. And that was me trusting my gut feeling to not do it. Waited months to actually talk to her. And because I was really interested, and it wasn't because she was beautiful, just something about her. Like when you feel a certain type of way towards someone. And I'm not talking about anything sexual. That was not near my mind at all. Like, not near my mind at all. No. It was just something different, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to pursue her and see, what happens from there. Anyways, back to her and the opinion, and if the people them run her not really like the person or whatever she not say herself for the person. I can't do that. I can't wait until we actually start dating, and then if it gets serious and the introduction starts and the family thing and things turn out, because I'm being realistic here, and things turn out that they don't like me or whatever, it's going to be a waste of time. That point when she told me that, I kind of drew back a bit, but I was still there because I was still interested. And I mean, who goes through hell for so many months just to hear someone say are not interested anymore because the people that they are around, they don't like you or they're not comfortable with you being with that person. At a point, she started, giving excuses, and it just didn't feel right, because I'm someone, I don't just take what you say lightly. I look into it, I pray about everything. I literally pray about everything, and if it doesn't feel right, and if I know that it's not right, then I'm either going to confront you about it, or I'm going to wait until they say something, and if you continue lying or giving excuses, that's not necessary, I'm going to pull back. Anyways, I was still there because of course I was interested, and I was saying maybe things will change, her mind will change and everything like that. But I realized that she was drawing back and the excuses just didn't add up and everything. In the beginning, she told me that, she wouldn't date me yet, but she's interested. But she won't date me as yet, but we can talk, but she won't date me as yet because she's still not completely over her ex. A couple months after, she started talking about her ex, and I was like, what she told me, I can't remember exactly, and I'm not scrolling through all those messages. I was like, what? And that really confused me, and we didn't talk for weeks and whatever. And there were times when we had some disagreements and we didn't talk, and she called me and she apologized, and I was like, whoa, then you are interested for real then. Ladies, you're not supposed to know yourself. You not go get up and call nobody where you're not interested in her and apologize to them for something you want to do, unless you're really, really interested in them. Let me know if that's true, and let me know if it's not true. If you're not interested in someone, I believe you're not going to call them back. But if you're not interested for real, you will try to make it right and try to make things work. So that is how I felt, and that is what I believed. All of that passed, we didn't talk for weeks and stuff, and things just started dying down. Anyways, things happened before that. We went out somewhere. We went to this restaurant, And then when we went to the restaurant, buck up and some are friend them, some are people them. And we were just there. Trust me, we most likely did look like lovebirds, but we never did a date, just the same. And the vibe, it was just off, just the same. Of course, before I met her, I was so excited and everything, but the vibe was just so different. Everything was just so weird. We went home and we talked, and I was like, the conversation, it just really tipped me off. And I'm like, all of this time you claim to say you have been thinking these things before, and you wanted to say this and you wanted to ask that before, but you waited until now. And it was just so weird, and I'm saying it just don't add up. It just don't add up. So I was like, okay, you know what? Forget about it. We didn't talk for weeks. We didn't talk for weeks, and we say hi and bye and whatever, but it just was not the same. So I remember viewing her WhatsApp status, and I saw, because listen, she said she don't like public affection. Anyways, I saw her WhatsApp status, and I saw her with this guy, and how they took the picture, it was so close, and I know say it wasn't our brother. So I saw it and I was like, what? Because remember, she said she not ready for date. Before, she told me that she not ready for spark no fire. She told me that she not ready for date nobody. She not ready for spark nothing. So I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I'm so confused, because we literally stopped talking for like a month or something like that. And now I'm seeing this, and this really look like you are dating. I was like, what? So I'm gonna send her a message, and I was like, y'all are dating? And she was like, yes. And I was like, whoa. Immediately, everything just paused, and I was just there, and I was like, whoa. And let me tell you, of course we weren't dating, but the fact that you told me that you weren't ready to spark anything in the beginning, then I would have said, okay, then I totally understand. You don't want to spark anything now, and whatever, fine. But when, like a month after, and this is where I saw this post on Facebook today, and I was like, okay, then this right here, this is the post. He must have been there all along. But she was probably waiting on him to be available. I really don't like being lied to, because I try to be as transparent as possible with anyone that I talk to. If I don't want to say something at the moment, I say, I don't want to talk about this. Same thing as I spoke about setting boundaries. It's okay to say this, it's okay to say no, it's okay to say, you know what, blah, 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 blah. Don't tell me that you don't want to date, you don't want to spark with nobody right now, but then 1 month after, say I date somebody. That means you were lying to me all along. And honestly, tell me what you think. I really wouldn't want anybody to tell me any foolishness like, oh, she never know, like 1 month after. That means that guy was there all along. Of course, I felt a certain type of way. I was like, really? Then I came to terms with it, and I said, you know what? We weren't dating in the first place. That's okay. I let that be. I started to protect my peace. I removed her number from my phone, unfollowed her on social media. I didn't block her, but I unfollowed her, because I don't need you in my space. I really don't need her in my space anymore, because that lie is something that, if you can lie like that, I don't think we need to talk. It was as simple as, hey, because she spoke about it, to me, she told me that, this is what she told me. I love communicating. She said she loved communication. And I'm saying, if you love communication so much, it was as simple as telling me that, hey, I'm interested, or I find you attractive and everything, but I don't want to date you because there's someone else in the picture. You get what I'm saying? That's how I believe communication should be. Or if you say that you are transparent, that is how it really should be. So telling me that, it's a big turn off. Telling me that you don't want to spark anything and you don't want to deal with nobody, whatever. Because you want to focus on this and you want to focus on that. People, tell me your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what you would do in this situation. I did it because I don't want to be in a space with someone like that. Lead me on. Let me feel as if, hey, we have potential to go somewhere. And the way we would talk every day, So I remember scrolling for a message I wanted to put on the screen in part 2, a text when she replied to one of my pictures, and she was like, ladies, I know he's fine and everything, but this is my man, so back off. I was like, Jesus. So these are some of the things that you would say, and this is me saying, don't lead somebody on if you know that you have somebody else in the picture, letting them feel as if, you know, we do have potential to go somewhere, because I'm not going to say that he wasn't there in the first place. Of course he was there. Like, what the hell. I'm going to end this video right here, but I will be coming back to talk to you about something very, very, very important that I really think you guys should really know. And though it really hurt me, I have to tell you guys this. You guys are so invested already. I really need to tell you what's really going on, what exactly really happened during that time of, you know, finding out and everything. So I have given you enough in this video, and it's like pretty long already, so I'm going to wait until the next video. I'm going to try and upload that tomorrow. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, share it with a friend, encourage them to subscribe. I'm on my road to 3K subscribers. I'm on my way to 3K supporters. Yes, so thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to have your post notification bell on so you will be notified when I upload the next video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.